district membership chairman and has won many citations. Currently, he serves as the district youth service advisor. He has also conducted many training programs and in-house training workshops on customer care, leadership, motivation, presentation skills, and developing selling skills. Dear sir, the session is yours.
Thank you, Upuli. First and foremost, let me thank Abdul Zulfikar for inviting me to speak. And I think he went really out of the way to get me to say yes for this program. I think he contacted me several times. And then I was not responding to him positively. I must say that I was not sure what. He never told me what. He said he wants to meet me. He never told me for what. So ultimately, he found me at Slim and came to meet me at Slim, which I was not even expecting. When I told somebody, when I was told there is a person to meet me, I thought a student. And then he came and sat in front of me and wanted me to say, okay. So I had no choice. And first of all, thank you very much. I love to talk to Rotaractors. I have served in all the positions in Rotary, and the only position that I have served more than once is the youth. I love to work with youth. That's area that I'm passionate about it, and I'm very happy to talk to all of you all. So I will talk to you in plain English. My English is very simple. Whenever I can to bring in single, I try to bring in singular because single is සමහර English වචන වලට single වචන නැත. එන සම පුළුවන් තරම් English කතා කරන්න මම හිතනවා මගේ English වක් simple ඔයගලන්ට තේරුම් ගන්න පුළුවන් කියලා මම හිතනවා. So let me play a video, and after the video I will put my presentation. So let me share my video.
Give life to a rural town, build peace in the land, clean water for everyone, diseases will withstand. Grim realities for communities is where our hand is lent. Service above self is a promise that we will defend. Generations passed us by, they were always left behind. Another world side by side, they're fighting to survive. It's about them, it's about time, no more can we pretend. Service above self is a promise that we will defend. Yes, we care. Yes, we care. Search the truth and play it fair. Building friendship and goodwill, we pledge to do our share. We'll find the time and walk the mile, give hope to those in despair. We humbly serve the land, we are Rotary Sri Lanka. Sri Help to the needy child and elders we do care, to lift their spirits high and drive away the scare. We'll change the tide, we'll be their guide, our hands always extend. Service above self is a promise that we will defend. Yes, we care, yes, we care. Search the truth and play it fair. Building friendship and goodwill. We pledge to do our share. We'll find the time and walk the mile. Give hope to those in despair. We humbly serve the land. We are Rotary Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Search the truth and play it fair. Building friendship and goodwill. We pledge to do our share. We'll find the time and walk the mile. Give hope to those in despair. We humbly serve the land. We are Rotary Sri Rotary Sri Lanka.
Right. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Right. So once again, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to talk about Rotary and Rotaract. So first, my segment will start with Rotary, and then basically I will move into Rotaract. Parliament Rotary gonna put that Koglanta Dharmadenna, Passe Rotaract Dharmadenna. Abdur, now people who have joined, are they Rotaractors or they are new people?
Sir, both are there. 60% mostly they are existing Rotaractors, and new people are also there, and few interactors also there.
Very good.
Mix.
Right. So now this is okay. There are some. I want this to be interactive because I am a teacher, right? I am a trainer. So as a teacher, as a trainer, interaction is very important. So I will be asking some questions, right? You can put in the chat box, or you can even open your mic and speak to me, right? Because I want to give you knowledge. When I speak to a lot of people, not only people even from the top, there are certain people, even Rotarians, who have had that some having big positions, sometimes do not know the basics of importance of Rotary and all those type of things. So my objective is to give you a little bit of knowledge and also all of you all to enjoy this session with me. Right. So this will be my content for today. Right. So I'll talk about history of Rotary. Then I will talk about Rotary Foundation. Is very important for all of us to know. They do a lot of good work in Sri Lanka and all over the world. The benefits of becoming a Rotarian, because I believe most of your Rotaractors are Rotarians as well. We can have dual membership. Ekane other kenek Rotaractor කියලා පිළත් ඉන්න පුළුවන්. එයාට Rotarian කෙනෙක් පිළත් ඉන්න පුළුවන්. Dual membership එක කරලා තිනවා. Then I will basically talk about what is Rotaract. Then about Rotaract Sri Lanka. Elevate Rotaract, the new thing, a lot of things happening. I have my own belief in that one. Benefits of Rotaractor, and then question and answer session. We can basically go into that. Right. So history of Rotary. The Rotary පටන් ගත්තේ 1905. Right, 23rd of February 1905, only Rotary started. The මතක තියාගන්න Rotary පටන් ගත්තේ as a professional networking කියලා. The Rotary didn't start as a service club. The initial Rotary started as a networking club. Four people got together and say we must meet and interact and network ourselves. And then right, then they named this networking unit as Rotary because they met in rotation. For example, first week in one person's place or office, next week in another person's office. So in rotation. So then we'll call this name a Rotary. So Rotary nama aave මෙතනින් තමයි. Rotary පටන් ගත්තේ rotation වල. එක්කිනගේ office එකේ එක meeting එකක් තිබ්බා. ඉන්න සමානේ තව එක්කිනෙක්ගේ office එකේ meeting එකක් තිබ්බා. ඒතර තමයි මේ virtually Rotary පටන් ගත්තේ. So this is where the Rotary word became in because they met in rotation. Right? So today there are 1.4 million members in over 40,000 Rotary clubs in over 200 countries. Ape motto tamai service above self. And today, the Rotary International is one of the largest service organizations in the world. Right? So a little bit of history of Rotary. The Rotary පටන් ගත්තේ 23rd February 1905. ඔයගොල්ලෝ මොකද quiz program එකට ගියා නම් මේ ප්‍රශ්නේ සම්මානයෙන් අහනවා Rotary පටන් ගත්තේ කවදද කියලා. And remember, Rotary never started as a service club. Rotary started as a friendship professional networking club. District Governor Sushena wanted to restart about the professional networking, just starting a project with India. So as a networking, right? And share business among friends. And that is where the Rotary word came in. So these are the people who basically started. The founder was Paul Harris, right? The four people were Gauter Slower. I'm very, very happy when we talk about it. Sylvester Shield, Iram Shori, and Paul Harris are the four people who basically started this wonderful movement called Rotary. So one day they will have the meeting at Oscar Lovis' office. Second meeting maybe at Sylvester Shield's office, Iram Shori's office, and Paul Harris. So that was the rotation where this name Rotary came. Rotary number because they met in rotation. Right. So this is a mission. It can own ආයතනයකට මම හිතන්නේ ගොඩක් දෙනෙක් වැඩ කරනවා. තමාගේ ආයතනෙත් mission එකක් තියෙනවා, vision එකක් තියෙනවා. Mission කියන්නේ of purpose. ඇයි මේ ආයතනෙ පටන් ගත්තේ? මොකද අපේ purpose එක? හරිද? එතකොට mission of Rotary is we provide service to others, promote integrity, very important word, and advance world understanding, goodwill, and peace through fellowship of business. Again, මතක තියාගන්න, they use the word fellowship of business. So Rotary as a entity started networking and fellowship. පස්සේ තමයි service පටන් ගත්තේ. Then the vision statement together අපි ඔක්කොමලා එකතු වෙලා we see a world where people can unite එකතු වෙලා and take action to create lasting change. We want to make a difference in people. තමාගේ ජීවිතය අපි වෙනස්කමක් කරගන්න ඕනේ. Across the globe, in our communities and in ourselves. I have seen in my 25 years in Rotary, I have seen people change. How they have developed themselves. Right. මට කවුරුහරි කියන්න Rotary International President ගේ නම මොකක්ද කියලා. කවුරුහරි please. Rotary International President 24-25 මට නම පොඩ්ඩක් කියන්න. Anybody please, you can't Google. Right? Stephanie, why this is this the last bar we can't take it away, is it? Right. Okay. Stephanie Hurich from Rotary Club of Peninsula, USA, is the current president. Next year from Brazil, Mario, and the following year from Korea. Last week they announced who is going to be the person in the next year as well. Right. So after they were meeting, they felt we must do something to the community. So they were networking and meeting, and they said there should be a purpose for our meeting. Okay, we are doing business with ourselves, and let's have a purpose. So over time, Rotary's reach and vision gradually extended to humanitarian service. Recognize that fellowship alone would not keep a group together. They must do something good for the community. And that is where the first project started in 1907, a public restrooms. So the first Rotary project started in the year 1907, a toilet project. Right? So මතක තියාගන්න 1907 තමයි පළවෙනි Rotary project එක පටන් ගත්තේ restrooms, toilets, building toilets. Right. So Rotary තියෙනවා avenues of service. Okay. එතකොට අපේ තියෙන අපි කරන projects ඔක්කොම මේ avenue of service වලට තමයි වැටෙන්නේ. Club service, vocational service. Right, vocational service කියන්නේ තමාගේ vocation එක කොහොමද අපි තව පොඩක් experience කරලා අඳුනා ගන්න තව පොඩක් ළඟ train කරන්න කියලා. Community service, that is the biggest community service. How do we go and help people in the community? Youth service, that is what all of us are, which I am involved with, and international service. So these are the 5 avenues of service where the Rotary is basically built in. So each of these activities, there is a director, there is a chairman who basically does projects under these areas. This is very, very important, my dear friends. Rotary's area of focus. 2 years back, there were 6 areas. Now there are 7 areas of focus. එතකොට මම කතා කරන සපෝට් එකේ Rotary Foundation කියලා. Rotary Foundation අපේ clubs වලට සල්ලි දෙනවා projects කරන්න. එතකොට මේ project එක තියෙන්න ඕනේ one of these areas. Peace building and conflict prevention, disease prevention, water sanitation, maternal health and child care, basic education literacy is the biggest. Lot of money Rotary gives for basic education literacy. They want to make people educated, right? Community and economic development and environment. Environment became the new one after COVID. So these are the 7 areas of focus. එතකොට අපේ projects ටික අපි කරනකොට අපි බලන්න ඕනේ මේ area of focus වලට අපිට මේ project එක කරන්න පුළුවන්ද කියලා. එතකොට තමයි from Rotary International also they give us money. Right. Now I'll talk about Rotary Foundation, right? The Rotary Foundation is a not-for-profit corporation founded in 1917, right? And this foundation is distinct by voluntary contributions from Rotarians, right? So when you contribute to Rotary Foundation, and if you contribute over $1,000 USD, you became a PHA, Paul Larry's Fellow. I'm very happy to say even a lot of Rotaractors are today Paul Larry's Fellows, right? They are given even interactors are Paul Larry's Fellows by giving this thing in there. So it is registered in the USA as an international charitable trust fund, right? And ranked as one of the top 10 charities in the world, right? So Rotary International is one of the top 10 charities in the world. Parliamentary contribution එක දුන්නේ USD 2650 තමයි parliamentary contribution එක Rotary Foundation එකට ලැබුණේ. Other more than USD $1 billion, the Rotary Foundation collects it from people around the globe. And this, as I told you, started in 1917 by the Rotary's International 6th President, Akram. He was the person who basically started the Rotary Foundation movement, right? So Rotary does a lot of good works, right? I would strongly advise all of you all to go to log into Rotary Foundation. There are lots of videos. Rotary Foundation has done lots of projects with Sri Lanka, with all our clubs. Today, even Rotaractors can apply for global grants and take money and do lots of projects. First, you have to work with your host club. And then after experience, you can directly apply for global grants to get money and do some projects. Right. So this is the last year in terms of how much they gave in. If you see there, most of the money has been given for areas, basic education literacy, disease prevention. So these are the, as I told you, the focus areas where they are given money as money for clubs and district to do projects. Right. Then something about polio. මේක මං අරි මට කනගාටුයි මං වත් දෙනෙක්ගෙන් මේ ප්‍රශ්නේ ආනවා පෝලියෝ ප්ලස් වලට කවුද වැඩිම උදව් කරේ මේ පෝලියෝ ප්ලස් පෝලියෝ කියන ඩිසීස් එක ලෝකෙන් ඇති කරන්න. Rotary, right? Rotary launches polio eradication campaign in Philippines first in 1979 to immunize 6 million children who had this disease in Philippines. Then in 1985, they took as a global project. And they joined with the establishment called Global Polio Eradication Initiative, known as GPEI, in 1988. So that's නමසිය ඇත්තලමෙන් තමයි පළවෙනි ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් එක පටන් ගත්තේ ෆිලිපින්ස් එකේ. පස්සේ 1985 මේක මුළු ලෝකෙටම ගෙනිච්චා. And they joined the unity called Global Polio Eradication Initiative in 1988. එතකොට මේ initiative එකේ ඉන්නවා 6 co-partners. Making Ionic Kinova as partners. One is the World Health Organization, WHO, Rotary International, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, United Nations Children's Fund, and Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Okay, so these are the 6 people who are involved, but Rotary plays a major role in the eradication. Today, there are only 2 countries, Afghanistan and Pakistan, as we speak, are having polio, some cases, but other countries, polio has been eradicated thanks to Rotary. Right. So let me talk about District 322 Sri Lanka. Right. මට දැන් කියන්න මේ ප්‍රශ්න හරි easy. මේ කිව්ව නැත්නම් මම report කරනවා ගවර්නර්ටයි DRRටයි. එනවුඩ් the DRR මම හිතන්නේ මෙතන ඉන්නවා මම හිතන්නේ නස්මි. Who is the district governor for Sri Lanka? Who is our district governor? Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Who is our district governor? Anybody? Who is our DRR?
Shall I?
Yeah, please.
DRR is Rotaract past president Chanel Mendes.
Next year?
Rotaract Nasmi Mahmood.
Very good. Okay, so this is the governing body of the Rotaract and Rotary. District Governor is Sushena Ranatunga. District Secretary is Past President Gamini Madanayaka. Youth Service Advisor is myself. District Youth Service Chair is Farsana Khan, Past President Farsa Khan. District Rotaract Committee Chairman is Kasum Sigera. And District Rotaract Chair is Chanel Mendes. And next year is Nasmi. Right. So this is one of the district governors' pet project to build a Lady Ridgeway unit to create and serve certain people children who has a heart problem, right? So he's very close to building this lovely building at the Lady Ridgeway. So I'm sure the Chanel in his citation would have asked people from Rotaract also to basically to contribute to this one. Please contribute, because this is one of the lovely initiative by the district governor, because district governor's own son had a problem, and that is where this thought basically came in for him to build a Lady Ridgeway hospital ward, extending more people can be created in Sri Lanka. Right. So this is during COVID, during the president, during district governor Karunakaran's year, a Rotary gifted 120 million worth to basically do projects in Sri Lanka. Right. This is after tsunami. Right. One of the biggest TRF funded district project, 13 million. There are 22 schools were refurbished and built in. Right, so these some of the projects are basically some of the projects I'll just show it to you, done by Sri Lanka. So during the COVID, we did a lot of work in supporting and eradicating COVID. Right, so again, educational vocational center opening, again from support from Morro Bay Club, California. Again, a matching grant from Germany, 96-bed hospital. Right, psychiatry ward, again a project with Rotary Foundation, USD 17 million. Artificial limbs, community project, again a matching 650 sewing machines as a vocational development, giving lives to certain people in a certain area. I think this was Trincomalee, if I believe. Right, so these are different projects done. This is a blind walk which my club does with our Rotary partners. Every year we have been winning an award. This year also I thought we got a silver or a bronze or whatever it is, a Rotaract combination. So we do blind walk. We are blindfolded and we basically walk in the road, right? Holding each other, basically supporting the people in the blind. So this is one of my favorite projects, which I love doing it every year, called the Raila. Right? This was one of this thing is there. Nasmi also attended this Raila too. I can't remember the year. Nasmi, can you remember the year? Is Nasmi logged in?
Yes, Rotarian, I'm here. This was way back in 2016.
Right, 2016, I believe. Nasmi also was there. One of the important things in this Raila team is 90% of the people who came in for this have served as presidents. Not only served as president, 3 people became the DRR as well from this team. So that's a great achievement. 90%. I asked them, all of them, to take up leadership in Rotary Club. 90% or more than 90% they took up leadership of their club, and I believe 3 people from this became the DRR of Sri Lanka. So this is a Raila which I'll never forget. One of the best Railas that I have attended, and I'm sure I will still claim one of the best Raila projects that the Rotary did in Sri Lanka. Right. So benefits of a Rotarian: the opportunity to serve. Because initially I joined Rotary. I was not very active Rotarian because of my corporate world and my teaching. I was not this thing in there. I can still remember when I was invited for a project, I said initially can't, but then they gave me a small speech to mention that they thought that's the way they can get me. And then I went for this deaf and blind school where we gave them little children hearing aids. So I went for this program where I was compelled to go. Then we all put the hearing aids on the children. So that I was given hearing aid to a young girl, 9 or 10 years. I went and plugged the ear aids onto that girl. As soon as I spoke to her, she heard me and she jumped on me and she hugged me. And that changed my entire life in Rotary. And that happiness, my dear friends, you can't get it from anything. By serving people, by seeing the smiles in the young people. And that day was my turning point in my Rotary. From that day, I became a very, very active Rotarian and serving in both district and in my club for last 24, 25 years at playing active role. So you must serve. And the joy that you get by serving people, by giving something to people, is something that money can't buy. I'm honestly telling you, I'm sure all of you would have experienced it. Then the Rotary badge. Now, there's a Rotary badge. I can tell you a lot of stories, right? I can still remember my tour to USA at a youth, at the GSC, Global Service Exchange chairman, right? That was the last GSC group study exchange program. I don't know why Rotary scrapped it, right? That was the last program, and that was to USA. So when they called, I got permission from my club to apply. And when I applied, I saw there were 24 Rotarians who applied as a group study exchange leader. And thankfully, with God's blessing, I got that award. And that day, the day I have to fly, I had a Rotary function. I can't remember the Rotary or Rotary function. I was invited as a chief guest. And then I had to come back and start running to the Patonayaka airport. So I came home, I had immediately put a wash, and I took my jacket with all the Rotary badges, and I took that jacket and went in. And then when we went at the immigration, they saw us and they asked us and they gave us special permission to basically go. That's one. Second thing was the fearful experience. Same thing happened. I do not know why I carried my Rotary badge with my distinct there. When we went to Kenya, not on a Rotary project, it was a HP office project that we got 5 people from Sri Lanka as a tour to Kenya. So we basically went in. Again, I was wearing the Rotary, I took the Rotary coat and went in. I didn't remove the badge. The badge was there. So even when I was wearing the badge, a lot of people asked me, why are you wearing this badge? I didn't want to remove it and put it in because that's the foundation badge and all. I didn't want to remove it. So it was there. Then we were stopped at the Kenyan immigration. And we all 5 were asked to go and sit. Now, best part of the joke is I was wearing a coat. Some people wearing a denim, different attire. We were sitting there, and we were dead scared because they told we are not going to talk, and they were putting and they were coming and looking and smiling at us and going in there. We were dead scared. Then a big hefty man came in and sat, and he called me. I was honestly dead scared. I heard a lot of stories about Kenya immigration. So I went and sat there. Then he asked me, what are those badges you're wearing? Right? I thought then he's thinking whether I'm a terrorist movement or something like this. What are the badges wearing? He said, I said, I'm from Rotary. Oh, you're from Rotary. What's that badge? I said, it's a foundation badge. So are you from Rotary Club? He said, yes. Then he said, how do we call a wife of a Rotarian? So a little worried. This I've been asking. I said, Anne, you may go. All of you can go. So I asked him, sir, why do you ask me? He said, I am also Rotarian from Kenya, from Rotary Club. So that badge saved me and my friends, my dear friends. Then again, when I was in India, right, somebody saw me wearing the badge and they took me to their home. They said, cancel the hotel. They took me to the home and they home hosted me. So this Rotary badge has lots of benefits. So whenever you're going in, wear that Rotary badge. I just gave you only 3 examples how the Rotary badge helped me. Friendship and networking. Today, all my friends, when I'm sick, who come to see me, all Rotarians, not my family members. So we have a strong bond of networking and friends. Even my Rotaractors are my good friends, right? All the people who served in Raila all know me, and we all have a very good distinct. We meet, we discuss, right? Giving back to the community, I've spoken about it. Business and personal development. I will talk under the segment of Rotaract, the personal development area. Travel opportunities. I spoke about my GS experience. That was a fantastic one of my, never forget, 1.5 months. We went to USA. We stayed in Rotarians' homes. And I think at that time, if I spend my money, it would have been 2.5 million Sri Lankan rupees at that time. Now it will be about 5 million or whatever it is. We got it free of charge, myself and 4 members of the community, right? Psychological and social benefits, I told you. We enjoy, end of the day after a project, I enjoy doing something good for the community. Then citizenship in the world. Fun and fellowship. So we have a lot of fun. Okay, Rotary has a lot of fun. Don't think that we are service-minded. We have fun. We have musical program. We enjoy all that. In the spirit of Rotary, we have a lot of fun and fellowship. Right, now I'm going to Rotaract. Okay, this is the last year district steering committee photograph, the district assembly which concluded a month back, the photograph taken from there. Right. So what is Rotaract? Right. Who we are. Right. So Rotaract does a lot of super projects. Rotaract and Interact does projects more than what we Rotarians do. So what is Rotaract? Rotaract originally began as a Rotary International Youth Program. Right. But today it's slowly changed in 1968. And today there are 10,680 clubs in 189 countries. So what is a Rotaract Club? Rotaract Club basically fosters leadership and responsible citizenships, encourage ethical standards. So Rotaract is a very, very, very good movement, a movement where you can basically grow. I'll talk about this thing in there. So what type of Rotaract Clubs do? Community service, professional development activities, leadership development activities. So these are the three key areas what Rotaract Clubs do. So, right, so I'll skip that basically. So gives you networking capabilities and professional development. So why join Rotaract? Okay, I'll share a story, very new story. This happened 2 weeks back, or 2 or 3 weeks back. I was in an interview panel to select an assistant business development manager for a, I will not tell the company, for a education, big education institute, very large institute. So I went as a consultant in the interview panel. So the interview was taking place, and then ultimately we got in two candidates, and we couldn't select whom to select. We had different views. I had a different view, the marketing manager different view, the chairman different view. So then I suggested, why not put this headache to the chairman? Let the chairman decide. So then they say it's a good idea. We'll put the chairman and we send the two CVs to the chairman. Within 10 minutes, the chairman has replied and say, recruit, there's a girl, recruit that girl. So I was thinking, how come this chairman within 5 minutes, he decided to recruit this girl? So I was wondering whether he knows this girl or relation, unfair, no, and I was thinking. Then I had opportunity of meeting him. So then I asked him, sir, I just want to ask you a question. Yes. So we sent you two applications. You within 10 minutes you sent. But man, you're from Rotary. She's a Rotaractor, right? That is why you selected her. So because she was in Rotaract, she got that position. It's a true story, right? Leadership development. Now, recently I was in a panel. We are developing a diploma for event management. And then I thought, all you Rotaract presidents and all you Rotaractors who did projects, that you should get a diploma, because we do event management every year, installation, assembly, conferences, we get involved. So you're already having a diploma in event management, leadership development. I have seen many Rotaractors who said, I can't speak, today can't stop them speaking. We get opportunity. So fellowship and friendship, right? Personal growth and development, professional network, participation in national and inter-conference, opportunity to serve, youth exchange program. We have Rotaract does a lot of youth exchange program, development of social and vocational skills, development of ethics, very, very important today. So all these are benefits of joining a Rotaract club, right? So then in 2019, there's something called Elevate Rotaract. Now, when this came in, I had a different view. Okay, but it's good or bad, don't ask me. When this Elevate Rotaract came, it was first launched in Sri Lanka by Barry Rasin when I was the youth service chairman at ICBT campus. When we had a Rotaract meeting, Barry Rasin introduced this concept of Rotaract, Elevate Rotaract in Sri Lanka in 2019 at a conference at ICBT. So what are the changes? So Rotaract is a now new type of Rotary membership. So Rotaract is also today taken as Rotarian membership. Rotaract clubs are allowed to sponsor other Rotaract clubs or establish themselves without a sponsor, which I don't think is a good thing. If you ask me, I'm very honest. I still believe Rotaract club should be the guidance of under a Rotary club. People have different views. My view is Rotaract club should be under a Rotary club with a Rotary sponsor, right? Then they change the age also, but each district can decide what age they want to do. But I know in Sri Lanka, they've decided a DRR can't be more than 32 or 33, which is a good idea that Rotary Sri Lanka is coming in there. But this is the very important thing, and there our membership basically dropped in. As a $5 for a university-based club, they have to pay $5 per a member and $8 for a member. Right? There was a $50 one-time chartering that was taken away, but we have to pay. And last year, the Rotary International was very, very strict, and a lot of clubs were terminated due to this, and they're trying to recharter. And I'm very happy to see Rotaract Ratnapura is in the current active Rotaract clubs. So well done, Rotaract Ratnapura. Right, so those were the changes coming in there. So if you ask me good or bad, I do not know, mixed feelings. When I did these presentations 5 years back, we had a membership of 7,900 or 8,000. Today it has gone to 3,997, a big drop, and in number of clubs as well. So I believe they are not used this system, but I'm sure Chanel and next year DRR, Nasmi has a lot of ideas to boost the membership coming in. Because of the payment, we lost a lot of Rotaract clubs. The first Rotaract club in Sri Lanka was formed in 1969, the Rotaract Club of Colombo. Right, so these are the basic things of Rotaract, what we do. Right, so membership is a lifeblood of Rotary. We need members, right? So membership growth is very, very important. I'm sure Nasmi, Chanel. Can you mute that person, please? Thank you. Right, we need a lot of Rotaractors. I will tell you, my dear friend, those who are not in Rotaract, join Rotaract. And those who are in Rotaract, get involved in doing projects. If not, you won't enjoy the benefit of being a Rotaractor. Especially in community service project, get involved, and then you see the happiness. And then public service, personal development. If you get a chance to introduce a person, don't get scared. Go and introduce that person, right? You may make mistakes, but that's a learning. We improve public speaking, we improve personal development, we do project work all by getting involved. So if you're a Rotaractor, please get involved. Right. Before we ask any questions, let me thank you. I think my time is right. I have another small video. After that video, I will take any questions from you all.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
So I have a doubt, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm Sarah from Kandy.
Yeah.
So I'm a Rotaractor from University of Peradeniya.
Yeah.
So my question is, I'm not a university student.
Yeah.
But I'm actively participating in the programs like events, and then I used to go there, and for me personally it is like Rotaract family from Pera is like family.
Very good. Yeah.
So I have been traveling with them for a long time, so I have many good memories. So my question is, so I like to take part for the projects, because I have the skill for that. Like I used to coordinate for not from Pera. For other projects, I used to work for them, and I have the skill for that. So so I like to take part for the projects, sir.
Okay, so now you're Sarah, right?
Yes, sir.
Sarah, are you a member of the University of Peradeniya Rotaract Club?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so if you are a member of the Rotaract Peradeniya Club, so if you want to take part, the best person is you need to talk to the president. write president of the Rotaract Club and say you like to do a project or whatever it is, because it's the president and the team, the board basically decides, and this thing is there. So best thing is you need to connect it with the president, and Nasmi is also here. Nasmi also will try to help you in connecting you with the Peradeniya. This thing is there. So are you studying at Peradeniya Uni?
Yeah, the question. Yeah, that is the thing. I'm not studying there, but
Yeah,
I know the president.
Yeah. So there is a problem now. Depends on the club bylaws. In certain institutions, whether if you're not studying, if you're a past student, you can still be there, or you have to be a student. So I'm not too sure how does the bylaws of the University of Peradeniya does it. So in certain institution, if you are an old student, and if you are even after you leave that institute, you can be a member. Certain places they don't allow you to be a member. Once you are left the Peradeniya, this thing is there, you need to join another club. So you need to find out, and then there is something called Rotaract Club of Kandy, another very, very strong club in Kandy. You can talk to them and you can join the Rotaract Club of Kandy. So the best person I think I can connect you with Nasmi, who is the next year DRR. I know him for many, many years from the time we started this thing is there. Maybe Nasmi, you can try to help her to see where she can join and get involved in projects, Nasmi.
Yeah, I think I also can just
add on, please.
Yeah, just to add on there. So there are two types of clubs, Sarah, right now. So how that goes is there's community-based clubs as well as uni-based clubs. So normally, when it comes to uni-based clubs, in terms of membership, it comes down to being part or a student or being part of that university or institute. So once they are tenure or once they graduate from that institute, they can still continue Rotaract if they need to or if they want to, which I encourage to as well, and join a community-based club. So I think your question rather is how do you reach out to a community-based club? So in this, of course, I think you could reach out to your own Rotaract club and then see what are the surrounding community clubs. So normally, if it's a university based, especially it's a state university like Pera. So if you're around Kandy itself, then it makes sense to join a club that is based in Kandy. So I think there's so many community based clubs from Rotaract Club of Kandy to Kandy Metro, Hill Capital. So there's a lot out there. So best thing to do is reach out to any of the closest Rotaractors that is in your university or that you know, and then start off there. Or you could even just drop me a message, and I'll help guide you in terms of helping you out.
Sorry for interrupting. Sarah, we warmly welcome to Rotaract Club of Ratnapura. If you want to join, please join. Let me know.
Thank you. If I'm planning to move to Colombo, but Ratnapura I'm not familiar with, but I like to visit your club one day.
Yeah, so if you come to Colombo Club, then talk to Nasmi. There are a lot of clubs. Colombo Fort is where Nasmi is, I think, and one of the. Am I right? No, Nasmi, Colombo Fort, right?
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Colombo
So
Fort.
a lot of clubs are there. Just look at it and see. Look at the membership and see where you can blend it. That's also very, very important when you join the club. I always say, look at a club where like-minded people are there, what they are doing it, and then basically you can join a club. But please join a club, because I know the benefits. If not 25 years with my busy life, I don't think I can be a Rotarian, because so much every day we do Rotary work now with our installation is coming in today. So most of our work is taken on, and we do it voluntarily with a lot of happiness. If there are any questions, please ask me. I have a nice video. I want to end up with that video. So let me play that video and come back, please.
No. Why don't you get something special for Grandpa? I'm sorry. Can I return the cake, please?
Sure, yes.
I want the cake, please. I won't ask for anything else.
Next time, okay? When we can afford it.
Last time you said that.
You don't want this? I'll take it back. Hey, hey. Hello, this is for you.
No, we cannot accept it.
Would you please?
There's no reason for you to buy the cake for us.
Well, when I was 7, my mother wanted to buy me a cake.
Mommy, I decide.
But at the counter, we didn't have enough.
Can we get something else?
It's my birthday today. Can I choose my own cake, please?
I'm sorry.
Then, there's this man. I've never met him before.
Here, have the cake. Happy birthday.
I didn't know his name. I never got a chance to say thank you. I've never forgotten about him. The man in the queue.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Can I have your contact number? Let me repay you when we have the money.
Promise me something, okay? Someday, when you're able to help somebody, you will do it?
May I know your name, mister?
Well, I'm the man in the queue.
I chose this cake for your birthday.
Wow, this is my favorite. Thank you.
Let's go and put some candles.
Oh, careful. You shouldn't have spent the money.
Actually, a kind man paid for it.
He give me this note.
Please write down your address. I'll bring the money back to you later.
A simple act of caring creates an endless ripple.
That comes back to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Right. I hope all of you all enjoyed the video. One of my favorite videos, right? I'm sure you got the message. So with that, let me thank Abdul Zulfikar and the Rotaract Club of Ratnapura for inviting me. And I hope I was able to provide you some information about Rotary and Rotaract, the wonderful organization that I am involved with, right? Rotaract is a great movement. I can definitely tell you, and I've worked very closely with Rotaractors over many, many years. So get involved doing work. If you don't get involved in doing community work, you will not enjoy it. That's a promise I'm giving it to you. You need to do something and enjoy that joy within yourself, which money or nothing can purchase, right? So your mission basically helping people, whatever, in a simple way that you can do. So once again, thank you. May God bless all of you. Enjoy Rotary, enjoy Rotaract, and see you all one day soon once again somewhere. Thanks, Abdul.
What a magical and enlightening session that was. Thank you so much, Rotarian Sylvester, for sharing your wisdom and insights. Rotarian Sylvester කිව්වා වගේ Rotaract කියන්නේ professional සමාජ සේවා වැඩ කටයුතු කරන organisation එකක් විතරක්ම නෙමෙයි. යාළුවෝ හොයාගන්න, විනෝද වෙන්න, ඒත් එක්කම business වැඩවලට contacts හොයාගන්න Rotaract ඔයාලට උදව් වෙනවා. Next, we have an experience sharing session that I'm sure you all been eagerly waiting. The journey of 1,000 miles behind with one step, as Lao Tzu once said, our speaker has taken many such steps in his journey with Rotaract.
For like 2 minutes. If someone else from our clubs or your club will until we join.
Rotaract, and is here to share that incredible experience with us. Please join me in welcoming Rotaractor, past President Nasmi Mahmood, the District Rotaract Representative elect for 2024 and 2025. Before that, let me introduce a little bit more about Rotaractor Nasmi Mahmood. Nasmi Mahmood is a seasoned leader with over 12 years of experience in the Rotary movement, currently serving as the District Rotaract Representative elect. His journey within the Rotaract community has been both transformative and impactful, marked by a dedication to personal and professional growth. Nasmi has held several key leadership positions, from Interact President of the Interact Club of Zahira College and going on to the head prefect of his alma mater. After joining Rotaract, he went on to be the president of Rotaract Club of Colombo Fort, consequently joining the Rotaract District Steering Committee as a public relations director, and then the assistant district Rotaract representative, where he later goes on to hold his current position as district Rotaract representative elect. His leadership is defined by a passion for youth empowerment, a touch of digital marketing expertise, and a commitment to advancing community service initiatives. His roles and contributions in Rotaract have earned him and his team several awards, such as the Best Social Media Presence Award and multiple recognitions for outstanding public relations efforts. With a strong foundation in leadership and a proven track record, Nasmi continues to inspire and guide the next generation of Rotaractors, setting new benchmarks for excellence in Rotary and beyond. Dear Rotaractor Nasmi, this session is yours.
Thank you, Uli, for that lovely introduction. So hello everyone. So before I start off, I would also like to thank Abdul for actually reaching out to me. I think like Rotarian GS Sylvester also mentioned that he actually did go out of his way to, reach out to me and, try to make sure that my coming here is as smooth as it can be by, helping out by drafting different introductions as well, and then letting and sharing it with me, and doing a lot of things from the back end to make sure that this event will be success. First of all, quick thing. So first of all, I'm guessing so these are all new members that will hopefully join Rotaract or who have already joined and who is hoping to take on different positions or whatnot at the club that you guys are in. So before I begin, I just also want to share my screen. Just give me a second. Just give me 1 second. Yeah. I hope you can see the screen, guys.
Yes,
Yeah.
we can hear.
So before, all right, superb. So before I begin, I also have a short video that I want to play. So just listen to it. Just let me know if you can't hear the video or the audio of this. Yeah.
Excuse me.
So guys, with that, so that guys is just a very quick, sorry. So that guy is a very short glimpse of basically what Rotaract is, what it can be for you, and what you can experience. I'll come back to that video and run through each image, each video that you saw. But before that, a quick intro to who I am. So basically, uh, of course, our host today gave a intro to me. But let me just tell you about myself and where I come from and whatnot. So when I speak about these 12 years of experience in the Rotary movement, my journey doesn't start with just Rotaract. My journey actually started way back when I was a school boy. So I first joined the Interact Club of Zahira College. I joined as a general member, and I went on to be the Interact president of my school. And then subsequently, I left. I graduated from Zahira College, and then I went on to join Rotaract. Right, maybe I took let's say a year off, and then I joined Rotaract, and I've been there ever since. And then I went on to serve different positions in the club and went on to serve as the president. I also started from the bottom as a general member, then went on to be the editor, then the secretary, vice president, then the president. So it wasn't a sudden thing, or it wasn't, it wasn't like from 0 to 100, right? there's a lot of work or hard work or a lot of commitment and a lot of things that I have put into the movement, and so many things that I have received back from the movement subsequently. So going forward, I also went on to represent the Rotaract District Steering Committee, where I first joined in as a PR director for the district, and then the year, not the year right after, but the year right after that, I went on to be the assistant district Rotaract representative under then DRR Rotarian Rotaractor Ahmed, and now serving this year as the DRR elect, and be taking over the movement next year. So so this has been in a summary of the leadership roles that I have basically held, that I just ran through. Yes, so not forgetting, during 21-22, I also was part of the Rotary Public Image Committee, because at that time it was Rotarian Kasun Sigera who was the chair for PI, Public Image, and we had a small committee there. I was helping him out in that position in the Rotary District. So now this is my journey. This is what I have done and whatnot, right? So I think the more important question that I think you guys will be wondering is why I joined Rotaract, right? And second most important is, why did I stay in Rotaract for 12 years, right? Okay, so I think this question is different. The answer to this question is different to everyone, right? See, some people join because, at certain events you get free food, right? Some people because you get to meet new people, right? And make new connections and networks. Some would like to develop their skills. So some people will want to make a difference in the community that they are in. So there are so many other differences, so many things, right? Now, I'm going to share my experience in this journey. So what I would suggest or request all of y'all is to not compare my journey to your journey, because this journey that I have walked are what I have put into the movement from my capacity and what I have received. And what you can achieve is what you give to the movement in your capacity and what you receive. So basically what I'm saying is what your role or what you can achieve in this movement is just limited to yourself. And you need to walk your own journey and your own path in your own shoes. Of course, you can take inspiration from me in terms of how far an individual can go from what that person has put in. So I'll share you what I have put in and what I have gained. So there are three things that I wanted to really emphasize on is personal growth, professional development, and community impact. These are some of the three things or three reasons I joined Rotaract or Interact or Rotary. But to be honest, I found these are the three things that I want from this movement is after I joined, not before I joined. That is something very important to know. Sometimes you don't know exactly why you want to join something because you don't know what this movement can give to you. So I'll just tell you a quick story, right? A lot of people wanted me to tell a story, so here it goes. So this little story is just keep it very short and sweet, right? So some of y'all might have heard of this. There was a king who ruled over his kingdom, and he had a beautiful daughter, a princess, right? And he wanted to give the princess in marriage to a certain someone who has a certain ability or who is who stands out from the crowd basically. So this king had a very how do I say, like a hobby, right? Oh, sorry, I forgot that y'all wanted to also mix with the language. So I'll try to mix a bit of Sinhala also here. So මේ රජතුමාට පොඩි hobby එකක් තිබ්බා. Basically ගාව තිබ්බා ගොඩක් crocodiles. So basically a pool of crocodiles, right? That's his hobby in collecting these animals. So what he did was he put an announcement to the entire kingdom that he's giving the princess in marriage to anyone who can swim across this pool from one end to another. So if you can swim across the pool where there's a lot of crocodiles, he will give half the kingdom, of the money of the kingdom, and the princess in marriage, right? So he had an event and all that, and brought the entire village, and then he was announcing, so the opportunity is yours to the entire village if you are man enough or if you are courageous enough to jump into the pool and cross this. So before he can even finish his speech, suddenly there was a loud splash, right? A loud splash, and suddenly they looked at the pool. Someone has already jumped into the pool and they are swimming for his life, right? swim කරන පොඩ වෙට්ටු ටිකක් දාලා කොමාරි pool එක අනිත් පැත්තට swim කරන්න තමයි බලන්නේ. කොමාරි swim කරලා කොමාරි අනිත් පැත්තට ගියා, right? ඊට පස්සේ ආ pool එකෙන් එළියට ආවා. ඊට පස්සේ the king asked him, how did you basically how did you manage to go through this pool, and how did you have the courage to do all this? එයාට ඒ උත්තරේට ඒ ප්‍රශ්නෙට උත්තර දෙන්නත් බැරි වුණා. එයා එච්චරට මානසිකව තාම හතියනවා, right? කොමාරි එයා පොඩ්ඩක් breathe කරලා කොමාරි settle වුණාට පස්සේ කොමාරි උත්තර දුන්නා. මට එක ප්‍රශ්නයයි අහන්න ඕනේ, මට වෙන මොකුත් නැහැ කියන්න. It's like, and then the king is asked, what do you mean? මොකක්ද වගේ ප්‍රශ්නේ, මොකක්ද වට අහන්න ඕනේ? මාව කවුද pool එකට තල්ලු කරේ? So guys, that's me. Rotaract was this pool and I was pushed to it. And today somehow I managed to swim, not for my life, but I swam past opportunities. I didn't swim past them, I grabbed them, and I made sure these opportunities helped me pass through these obstacles. And somehow I managed to go to the other side of the pool. And today I am here because of that, right? So, like I said, I really don't know why I joined Rotaract or Interact or whatnot. But after I joined and after I saw what was there in this pool called Interact, Rotaract, and Rotary, I found the reasons why I should stay, right? So I'll just let you know. So I told 3 things: personal development, professional development, and also community service. So I'll tell you 3 stories or 3 things that I really experienced out of these 3 as to why I stayed. So in terms of personal growth, see, they say that when you want to do something, you have to learn how to do it yourself, maybe, which really helps. So I had those kind of situations where I had to, I didn't have any, what do I say? Any option rather to, reach out to any people at some certain points in my life. And then at certain points, I thought, okay, you know what? If there is no one else to do this, let me try and see how I can work around this and see what I can do. So I did that. So for example, I think y'all might or will or probably already have been in these situations. For example, okay, හෙට පෝස්ට් එකක් දාන්න ඕනේ එළියට කවුරුත් නැහැ මොකද්ද කරන්නේ අයියෝ අපි ඩිසයිනර් පොඩ්ඩක් බිසි තාම ලෙක්චර් එකේ නැත්තම් එයා තාම බස් එකේ ගෙදර යන්න පරක් වෙනවා නැත්තම් 11 වෙනා එනවා ගෙදර යන්න එයාගේ ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා right ඊට පස්සේ දැන් මොනවද කරන්නේ මම පොඩි try එකක් දීලා බලමු කියලා මට හිතුණා right ඊට පස්සේ උගලන්ට ඉතින් කරන්න පුළුවන් විදිහට කරන්න පුළුවන් ඒවා කරමු so I made my first design of flyer I think using PowerPoint එකේ elements ටිකක් එහෙම දාලා text එක දාලා කොහොම හරි මොකක් හරි කරලා එතන තියෙන option එකක් ඔක්කොම highlight කරලා right click කරලා එතන තියෙන save as picture කියලා කොහොම හරි ඒක save as picture කරලා කොහොම හරි flyer එකක් වගේ ආවා ඒක තමයි post කරේ ඒක I think post කරන්නේ I think that was my invitation and from there onwards I think මන්දල okay design එක කටිකව ශා ලස්සනයි යනවා මම කියලා මම තමයි දන්නේ කොච්චර මාත් වෙනද ඒක කරාට කියලා right so that's how it is you learn right and that went on to become my stepping stone as a design today I can design using Photoshop I can do video editing not using Canva and only those things but actually professional tools to actually on a professional level I can design but that was my starting point you can take it as you know ayo mamma okkoma karaganda one but it depends on how you think or how you look at it yeah so it all depends on how you approach your own life approach to certain challenges in your life right so that was my look at life and Rotaract Interact actually gave that opportunity and maybe a challenge and I took that challenge as an opportunity and that turned me into that turned my life into basically my stepping stone to enter the digital marketing world where now I am working for maybe close to 6-7 years of work experience under this thanks to Rotaract and that was my personal development it went from a PowerPoint presentation image or invitation that I created to learning other softwares on my own and growing as an individual on my own and challenging myself because of the challenges I got something that I think you guys could also take from this is that Rotaract platform එකක් හැටියට ගත්තොත් මේ platform එකෙන් උගලන්ට mistakes කරන්න පුළුවන් because කවුරුත් what consequences නේ දැන් job එකක් කරනකොට design එක වැරදි design එක වැරදි නැත්නම් මොකක් හරි project event එකක් organize කරනකොට මොකක් හරි miss වෙනවා ඕන දෙයක් email එකක් ගහනකොට email එකේ spelling වැරදි ඒ වගේ එක එක ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා right ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ normal professional life වල ඒව හදාගන්න මේ movement එක is the best example that I can give because in Rotaract you can make mistakes no one is going to point fingers and tell you මොකද්ද කරේ you won't be fired or you won't be demoted from this movement you will only learn so this movement you will only learn and grow is all I can see happening for any member if you put your own it depends once again or my movement එකට දාන කැපකිරීම තමයි මේ movement එක ඔයාට කැප කරන්නේ so what goes to you what you put to the movement is what the movement will give back to you so that you need to understand it won't just give back to the members but the members also needs to contribute to the movement it needs to be both ways same goes to your clubs also if you are members of your club the club will only prosper if the members prosper and actively participate in the club the clubs will and the movement will prosper when the clubs prosper and the clubs put back to the movement by doing amazing projects and giving back to the society so in terms of professional development so I work in a industry where networking is very important so I work at a digital marketing agency and you might have seen ads running on Facebook social media some commercials so some of them I have been part of in the back end trying to sort things out not half maybe at least 50% or 40% less than 50% but at least to some extent I have actually been able to solve these problems in a very short time because of Rotaract. I wanted someone to, I was doing an event for one of the malls, and I needed a speaker. I needed a host. And I quickly reached out to the last host from Assembly. And it was that simple because they have the experience. I know they have the ability because they have showcased the ability. And they have the experience actually in hosting an event of maybe 500 people at our Rotaract Assembly. And I'm sure they can do it again, but this time maybe for money, right? Things like that. I once wanted a designer to do an artwork, which is for one of my clients. And then directly I called, I saw a design that was super great from one of the clubs. I called the president, asked, do you have a designer who did this? And then he gave me the number, I called him and he did the artwork for me. So things like that, you build that network. But this also depends on how well you network with others. So you give back, you give back to the movement, and the movement gives back to me. So what I do is I also give my services as a designer and things like that. It's a win-win situation for both. Sometimes I'll tell you one situation where as a personal help, or why networking was very important, is very important, how networking really helped. So like our Rotarian GS Sylvester, so I normally call him Uncle Sylvester. So what Uncle Sylvester shared, one of the stories. So once I was in Jaffna, I drove to Jaffna with some of my Rotaract friends, and we were at Rio, and somehow my friend had accidentally වාහනේ light එක on කරලා ගිහිල්ලා, right? ඉතින් අපි රියෝ එකේ කාලා බීලා කයියක් ගහලා ඔක්කොම පැයක් විතර ගියා, පැය දෙකක් විතර. මම දන්නේ කොහොමද කියලා. හැබැයි බැටරි ඩෙඩ්. අපි ජාෆ්නාද රියෝ එකේ කවුරුත් නැහැ. අපි මේ තැනක් බලලා ඉන්න තැනක් බැලුවේ නැහැ. We just came, දවසම spend කරලා ඊට පස්සේ රෑ අපි ඇයිත් කොළඹ එන්න බැලුවේ. So මොනවද කරේ? Basically I called a Rotaractor who is in Jaffna, right? I called him and I was like, මචං ස්මාර්ට් scene එක බැටරි නැහැ, scene එක කිව්වා. And next he was like, මචං පැය භාගයක් දෙන්න, මම එතනට එන්නම් කියලා මේ යාළුවා 3 wheel එකක් දාලා බැටරි එකකුත් අරන් ආවා. 3 දෙනෙක් එක්ක ස්ටාර්ට් කරා. ඊට පස්සේ කොහොම හරි ස්ටාර්ට් කරලා කොහොම හරි මේ කාර් එක ඔෆ් කරේම නැහැ. ඕමම කොළඹ ආවා. Basically throughout from Jaffna to Colombo, we never switched off the engine also because we were scared. Because we were not scared in Jaffna because we knew there are people from Jaffna. But on the way where there are no road tractors, we really were scared because we don't know what if something happens for the car. I think පොඩි මොකක්ද ප්ලේන් ටිකක් බොන්න නැදන් තේ ටිකක් බොන්න මේ පොඩ නැවතර පස්සේ අපි එන්ජින් එක ඔෆ් කරේ නැහැ. එක්කෙනෙක්ව කාර් එකේ තියලා අපි ගියා තේ බොන්න. එහෙම තමයි කරේ. So what you understand from this is that when you are in a very bad situation, it is the road tractors who will actually come and help, because they know that one day if they are stuck in a rut or when they have a problem and they want to solve, they can come to you and that you can come to them. That is the fellowship that this movement has built, and that is what you as a road tractor will gain. It all depends on how you give to the movement and take back from the movement. That is how it works. Another pure example is there are sometimes there are road tractors from Jaffna who are teachers, who they so basically they don't have an education ministry, and the workshops ගොඩක් වෙන්නේ මේ කොළඹ. So ඒගොල්ලන් මෙතනට වෙලාවට එන්න, ඒ කියන්නේ ඒ වෙලාවට එන්න පොඩ්ඩක් අමාරුයි. සාමාන්‍ය workshops පටන් ගන්නේ කියමු 8ට 9ට කියලා. ඒ වෙලාවට ඒ ඒ තැනට ඉන්න මේ කියන්නේ දැන් කොහමරි ජැෆ්නා වලින් බස් එක අරන් කොළඹට එනකොට මේ උදේ 3 4 වෙනවා. 4 ඉඳලා 9 වෙනකන් නැත්නම් 8 වෙනකන් මුකුත් කරන්න නැහැ. රයිට් පාරේ මිනිස්සුත් නැහැ, කඩවලුත් නැහැ, මුකුත් කරන්න නැහැ. ඉතින් ඒ වගේ වෙලාවක ඒගොල්ලන් ඉතින් මට කෝල් කරනවා නැත්නම් වෙන කාට හරි කොළඹ ඉන්න රෝටරැක්ටර්ට කතා කරලා කියනවා මෙහෙමයි සීන් එක. මේ උදේ ඇවිල්ලා පොඩ්ඩක් පැයක් දෙකක් නිින්දක් දාලා මේ වශයක් දාලා යන්න පුළුවන් කියලා. කවුරුත් නැහැ කියන්නේ. නැත්තම් නැහැ කියන්නේ. අයිද නැහැ කියන්නේ. හැබැයි එයාට හොස්ට් කරන්න බැරි නම් වෙන කවුරු හරිම සෙට් කරලා හරි දෙන්න. I think Rotaract Club of Ratnapura also has this experience. I'm very sure. Even from Ratnapura, කට්ටිය ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා කොළඹට. ඇවිල්ලා ඉඳලත් ගිහලා තියෙනවා මගේ ගෙදර. So this is what Rotaract is all about. It's about helping each other to survive, to grow, to be there for each other, and to be a family. You don't have to be, it needs not be, it doesn't matter where you're from. Jaffna, the Kandy, the Ratnapura, the Colombo, it doesn't matter. End of the day, you are a Rotaractor, and as a Rotaractor is willing to help a Rotaractor. So that is the power of this movement. Eka ඔයාට තේරෙන්නේ දැන් නෙමෙයි join වුණාට පස්සේ වැඩ පටන් ගත්තට පස්සේ. So ඔයාට ඒක ඕගලන්ට ඒක හරියටම experience කරන්න ඕන නම් you have to work towards this movement, then and only you will find out really what this movement is all about. So during an entire Rotaract year, then Rotaract year out of the QM, I think starts July to June, right? So experience ටික ඔක්කොම එකට ගත්තට පස්සේ sometimes a role එකේ ඔයගොල්ලන් ඉන්නකොට you will experience a lot of things that you will miss once you leave. And I know one day that I will also, we will not always be in Rotaract, right? And we will not always be in our clubs, because at some point we will grow out of it and we will go on to our own personal lives. But when you leave, you will really feel that miss. You will feel that miss when you've experienced everything that you can experience in a club or this movement. මට උදාහරණයක් ගන්න පුළුවන් නම් I think most of you are anyway out of school. You have been in that school, or you have been in that school for 10 to 12 years, right? And sometimes you don't really feel it, school යනවා යාළුවොත් එක්ක set වෙනවා ඊට පස්සේ එකපාරට ඔයගලන්ට set වෙනවා අපිට ඇයිත් හැමදාම meet වෙන්න බැරි වෙයි, right? ඒක miss වෙනවා. Rotaract with something like that. ඔයගලන්ට set වෙන්න club meetings තියෙනවා. At least project event එකක් මොකක් හරි set වෙයි ඔයගලන්ට meet වෙන්න. By at one point, sorry guys, at one point you guys will really miss not having to go for an event. It's a mixed feeling, because sometimes may Rotaract in the samalata weekends free na habai, when it becomes free sometimes you're going to boring with that. That's the difference. But end of the day, it's an amazing experience. It sometimes will change your life. It will change your life. It has changed mine. So I've told you why I joined Rotaract, and the reason why I choose to stay in Rotaract are what I told you. The movement gives back to you, and what gives back to me is what the people, basically the people, the friendships, the memories, all that. I don't think you can ever put a price on it. I'll just show you another video that really I really love that video. That a video එක අපි හැදුවේ අපේ PR director කෙනෙක් හැටියට ඉන්නකොට let's see if you can see the screen.
excuse me පොඩ්ඩක් අර sound එකක් දෙනවද කියලා පොඩ්ඩක් බලමු. කලින් එකේ පොඩ්ඩක් play වුණේ නැහැ මට.
Okay. පොඩ්ඩක් play වෙන්නේ නැත්නම් මට කියන්න sound එක.
Okay.
ඇහෙනවද sound එක?
No.
Okay. You guys know any idea why it's not
play කරමු බලන්න.
අයියේ මේ sound share option එකක් තියෙනවා ඒකෙන් පොඩ්ඩක් බලන්න.
It's been a while since I shared some. No?
Passion.
Okay.
Then all good.
What draws people to be friends is that they see the same truth. They share it. What drew us together was the passion we shared. The passion to serve. The passion to push each other to be better. The passion to give back. Sometimes being with your friends is all the therapy you need. We got to do that for 365 days. Serving, building, creating, innovating, smiling, laughing, crying. You name it, we did it all together. Together, we became movers, thinkers, doers, setting boundaries and then pushing them, breaking the norms and marching forward. We cared, we loved, we fought, we hugged, we pushed, we shoved. Working together, we made memories of a lifetime. We had fun. Together, we strived as one.
So guys, basically this is what Rotaract is. I have one last video to share, but I will share that video before I finish everything off. So yeah, so that's my experience, and through my experience, these are what opportunities that I have seen and I have taken in maybe one or two. There's so many, and some of the opportunities where I feel like you guys can also get. So rest is up to you guys to take this journey and create your own story. This is my story. It's time for you to create your own story, and maybe one day you will be where I am and sharing your story to your own members, to your own clubs, maybe to the entire movement one day. So yeah, any questions, guys, that you want to ask?
Actually, I had few questions, but most of the questions were answered from your session. I mean, in the videos and all the things.
Super. Do you want? I think I will not touch mainly on like what Rotaract is and how it works, how to do projects. I think those things are leave to technical sessions in terms of your own clubs. But this is basically something that you will feel. Yeah. I think there's a question. Someone has raised their hand. Adon. You can unmute and ask. I think.
කට්ටිය මොන හරි ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා නම් අහන්න. ඒක මොන ලැන්ග්වේජ් එකක් වුණත් කමක් නැහැ. අපිට මේ රොට්‍රැක්ට් නැස්මේව අල්ලගන්න අමාරුයි ඉරේසියෙන්. එයා ඉන්න වෙලාවේ අහගන්න.
ප්‍රශ්නයයි.
බඩගිනින් දැන්න කට්ටිය.
මට නම් බඩින්. Okay guys, මම අන්තිම වීඩියෝ එක මම play කරන්න. So basically it's the same video that you saw at the beginning. I think the first video never made sense when I played, but now that you heard of all of this, maybe I think it will make sense now. So share my screen again. සද්ද
Yes.
Listen, 100 times over, you might try to change the world. And 100 times over, you might fall back down overwhelmed. Maybe start small. Maybe, instead of looking to change everything around you, be the change you want to see around. Diversity is overrated. Maybe wisdom is to look past our differences to see what is similar. And take every opportunity to celebrate what makes us unique, alongside what makes us one and the same.
நாம் நிறத்தாலும் இனத்தாலும் வேறுபட்டோம், ஆனால் நம்பிக்கையாலும் கொள்கையாலும் இணைந்துள்ளோம். நம்பிக்கையுடன் போராடினோம், மனித நேயத்தினால் செழித்தோங்கினோம்.
You won't just be making friends, you'll be making the rest of your life.
ඉගෙනීමට, ඉගෙනවීමට, ඔබ වටා පරිසරය තුළ මහඟු වෙනසක් ඇති කිරීමට මෙය ඔබට අවස්ථාවක් වනු ඇත.
Day by day, the world is getting smaller and smaller. Good. That means we all getting closer. From around the world, all of us connected, coming together to serve and to save those that need it. So listen, we are the change you wanted to see. And we are waiting.
So yeah guys, so quickly there are some avenues that I would like to touch. So there's club service, talks about fellowship, about you, me, the club, the friendships, the fellowships, the memories, and all of it. All of it comes down to avenues. A club service. So whatever we do in Rotaract falls down to these avenues. So club service focus on fellowship. So I'm telling you these because these are basically things that might align with what you want from Rotaract. Right? So I wanted networking. So club service and professional development was one of my key contributors for me. So there's, like I said, club service, then there's professional development. Here is where you develop your skills. Different clubs will host different speakers. You won't get a place where you can get to see people like Bhati and Santosh sharing their life story from them on a platform where it's free. People like business professions from huge companies like John Keels to MAS, the directors, some of these road tractors have personal contacts with them, and they will bring them, like Abdul has brought me here, and how he brought Uncle Sylvester also here. So it's free, and how these road tracks will bring different people to speak, and for you to ask questions. You won't have a platform to ask these other than road track. Then there is international service, something very exciting. There are a lot of conferences happening in different countries, from India to US, Australia, Singapore, and whatnot. There's so many different conferences which you can go for. Well, obviously that's not free because it's a conference and you have to pay for the conference, but then again, it's a platform for you to go, right? And it's all accommodations are provided with a package, special packages for road tractors. So all that is there for you guys if you love traveling to other countries as well, and making and meeting new cultures along the way. Then you have public relations, which is something very close to me in terms of designing and especially my job. Then you have environmental service and community service, where if you want to make a difference. And have I missed Dennis any other avenue, by the way? Your club service, com service, professional development, and of course, if you are a sports person, obviously, you know, this is a place where all the youth gather, right? Sometimes cricket පාරක් ගහම කියලා කවුරුත් එන්නේ අන්තිමට, you know. ඉතින් එහෙම scene ටිකක් වෙලා තියෙනවා. Badminton, I mean, you all know what it means, right? So this is another place where you have another group. Hopefully all group එක set වෙන්න නැත්නම් මේ road track group එක හරි set වෙයි. ඉතින් if you love playing, so even today so there are times when mama ඇවිල්ලා වෙන වෙන clubs වල sports groups වලත් ඉන්නවා, because ඒගොල්ලන් cricket ගන්නකොට මමත් යනවා. So because I want to play, right? So that's something you also can. So yeah, there are different avenues and there are different things you can gain depending on what you want from this movement. So there's always something. So my bottom line is, guys, there's always something for you in this movement called road track. Or road track වලින් ඔයාට ගන්න දෙයක් තියෙනවා නම් කොහොම හරි ඒක තියෙයි. Right? Whatever you want. Conditions applied, but yeah. Whatever you want, it's always there. So yeah, guys, once again, it's all back to you guys, what you want to do, and hopefully you will take this journey along with me. I don't know how long I have left in road track, but I'm sure you guys, as newcomers to this movement, you guys will continue taking this movement forward, because the strength of this movement is not me or you alone, it's all of us. How much we take from this movement and how much we give for this movement is how much this movement will prosper. So yeah, that's it from me. Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Rotractor Nasmi, for sharing your inspiring journey with us. As we near the end of our session, we'd love to hear your thoughts and feedback. After all, feedback is the breakfast of champions. Your input helps us grow and improve. So please take a moment to share your experience with us. අද session එක ගැන කාට හරි මොනවා හරි කියන්න පුළුවන් නම් unmute කරලා කියන්න පුළුවන්. හරි හැමෝටම බඩගිනිත් ඇති ටයිම් එකත් එක්ක ඔයාලගේ personal feedbacks අපිට personally යවන්න පුළුවන් Rotaract අබ්දුල් එහෙම නැත්නම් Rotaract රත්නපුර ඔයාලන්ට වෙන කවුරු හරි ඉන්නවනම් අපිට personally යවන්න පුළුවන්. As we wrap up this wonderful evening, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for being here and making this event so special. Alone we can do so little, together we can do so much, said Helen Keller, and tonight has been a true statement to that. A special thank you to our speakers for their time, wisdom, and inspiration, and a big thank you to our organizing team for their hard work. We hope this evening has inspired you, sparked new ideas, and perhaps even ignited a new passion for Rotary and Rotaract. Until we meet again, keep the magic alive and continue making a difference. Have a great night, everyone.